Hi, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time, my name is Michelle, also known as Melanin Bank. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I get my curls to go from this to this with just one product, while also doing a little chit chat about things I wish I knew before I got married. So let's get into it. So I've had this hair for how long? Oh, I don't even know when I washed my hair. I don't even remember at this point. I think it's been about a week, if that. So I'm not really gonna do much. Honestly, my curls are still there. It still feels soft. It's not feeling scrunchy or, you know, crunchy or dried out at all, which I love because my hair does not usually last a week at all. Like, my hair by this time will definitely be dried out. So I'm very shocked and pleasantly surprised that we're here at this point. So all I'm gonna do is pretty much go through and refresh the curls. You see, like, my hair isn't bad at all. Like, it's really not that bad. So I'm just gonna section it off. I'm gonna start by sectioning it off. I just have water in here. There's nothing mixed in or anything like that, so I'm just spraying my hair with water. Starting with water for now. Something I did really want to talk about, and it's something that I kind of talk about a little bit on my TikTok. If you follow me on TikTok, then you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, you should be. So I'm gonna go in with a little foam to kind of loosen her up a little bit, get her curling like I need her to curl. And I got this new mousse or foam from Miche Beauty. This is my first time using them. So we're kind of gonna figure it out together. It is a gel to foam styling mousse, frizz-free definition. I don't know if it's supposed to be like the girls that know the do, you know. I don't know if that's the vibe that they're going for, but let's see if it's gonna be something like that. I'm gonna take a little bit section right here. Let's put that one up there. My first wedding anniversary is coming up in like 2 weeks, which is crazy to even say out loud. But yeah, I've been married for a year. It's so much has happened this year that it just doesn't even feel real. Okay, that's not bad. It smells really good though. Like, it smells really, really good. I'm just gonna use the brush to ooh, do you see that curl up? Ooh, did you see that curl up? That curl up was really nice. Yes, I'm using the brush to distribute it all throughout my hair. Make sure it's distributed evenly. Okay, she's definitely giving definition. That is for sure. I had planned to use another product on top of this, but to be honest, like, I don't even wanna mess that up. I kind of want to see what this comes out to looking like on its own first, so that we can give like a full honest review. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. But wow, the definition. I'm literally gonna be married for a year in about 2 weeks, which is so crazy to think. So that has really had me thinking about, like, you know, the past year and how much I really didn't know about marriage and what I expected out of it. You know, I've grown up with really only seeing my grandparents as my example for marriage, but I always knew that I wanted to be married. That was always like it felt like a distant dream, honestly, because I mean, I just didn't really feel like it was gonna be for me, but at the same time, I wanted it, if that makes sense. I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense. Fast forward, I'm married, and it has been a year, a full on year. So I kind of just wanted to, like, you know, just take the time to talk a little bit about some of the things that I've learned so far. It's not gonna be easy. You know, you hear that all the time. Like, that was something that I heard a lot going into it. Of course, like, it's not gonna be easy. You really have to work at it. But being in it, it's like, okay, it's definitely that. It's that realization and that reminder that, yeah, this is nothing to play around with. Like, you definitely have to work at it, consistently work at it, and put energy into it. Like, you know what they say, like, anything you put effort and energy into is gonna flourish. And that is the realization of it. Like, it's just not because you're now married and, you know, you made this long lifetime commitment to each other means that anything is guaranteed. Nothing in this world is guaranteed. And I mean, that couldn't be more true for marriage. We've seen the divorce rate, how astronomically high that is. So, you know, if you really want something to work, you just put in the effort to make sure that it works out for you. Because it is gonna have its ups and downs. It is. It is. That it is gonna have its ups and downs. But you can push through. I mean, just a moment for that. A moment. Another really big realization that I had was, you know, you're really not going to be happy all the time. Like, for me, like, I don't know, we were together for about 10 months before we got engaged, and then we were engaged for a year before we got married. Throughout that time, we were always happy, but at the same time, like, majority of our relationship was just, it was really good. It was honestly a really good relationship. We had a lot of fun together. We really enjoyed each other's company, and we were really happy. But I don't know, what did I say about the first year of marriage? Like, yeah, I don't know if it was like a first year of marriage curse or what it is. But trust me, like, the first year of marriage is so real. I don't know if it's because, like, you're really getting to know each other during this time and really getting to know, you know, all the wants and needs and what each other's looking for out of a marriage. So I don't know if it's all those things combined that really, you know, changes the dynamic a little bit. But yeah, your girl was not prepared for that at all. What I'm learning about this product is, like, you really don't need a lot. Like, a little goes a long way. And so right now, oh, not my light just going out. But right now, I can say that I really like this product. It's really doing what it needs to do. And I think that it's definitely here to compete with that, the Dude Mousse. It's definitely here to compete with that for sure. Now we're back in business. Where was I? What was I talking about? Yeah, you can't always be happy. You're not always gonna be happy. Like, that's just not. You know, even when I think about it, it's like, that's not very realistic. Because just like in your regular single life, like, are you always happy? No, you're not. You're not at all. So just because you got somebody now, you feel like you're gonna be happy all the time? That don't make no sense. I had to learn that lesson. I had to learn that lesson real quick. Get myself together. And another thing that I really learned was that, you know, a relationship, being in a relationship, this includes, you know, marriages, obviously, relationships in general, just like really push you and help you to grow. Like, it really helps you, especially if it's somebody that really loves and cares for you and wants to see you be better, do better. Like, they really push you to be your best self. And you could do a lot of work on yourself prior to being in a relationship, but it's like once you get into like a real relationship with somebody, you find out that there's just all these other things that you need to work on, all these other, you know, aspects of your personality, aspects of yourself that you really need to work through. And that's totally fine. Like, that's how it's supposed to be. Can you believe it? That's how it's supposed to be. I was just like, all right, when am I done? When can I stop working on myself? When I came to realize that it's just like, that's something that I'm gonna be working on my entire life. That's something I'm gonna be working through my entire life. I'm new, you know, because as you grow and as you get older, like, you are a different person at each stage of your life. You're required to be a different person at each stage of your life. So that's just another truth I've had to accept. And honestly, I love that. I love that for me. I love that I can wake up and choose to be a completely different person than I was yesterday. I love that I can wake up and, you know, choose a complete different path than I had chosen last week or last year or last month. And I have somebody in my corner to cheer me on and do it with me, be my accountability partner. So that's something that I'm actually really, really grateful for. Being in a relationship in general, being with somebody and sharing your life with somebody in general is not an easy task. But it kind of really makes life worthwhile. Like, you feel like you finally started living, you know? In a weird way, it feels like you can finally smell the roses. You can finally see the color in the world. You can finally, you know, feel the love. I don't want to be like super dramatic in that, but in some ways, like, it's kind of true. It's kind of true. Because when you start living for someone else, you know, life just changes. It's just a whole different dynamic to it. But it's like, not my hair over here curling up. Yeah. My hair never acts like this, by the way, y'all. Like, it never acts like this. I don't know. I'm very excited to see this dry. I really am. I wish I had like a diffuser. Child, we gonna air dry it and see how it comes out. So this other thing that I literally had to just like not only accept but like really dive in on is that like conflicts and disagreements are so essential to a good relationship. Which for me was just like mind-blowing in itself because I'm just a super non-confrontational person. I don't like fighting. I've never been in a physical fight in my life. I'm almost 29 years old. I've never been in a physical fight in my life. I really just avoid confrontation all the time. Like, I just don't. If I can avoid it, I will. I literally will. So in relationships, conflict and confrontation was just not my thing. I would say until now, I didn't realize that I don't have much, or I'm not very good at conflict resolution. This relationship really brought that out to me, that was something that I really needed to work on. And even with like my parents and stuff, like there was a lot of things that was left unresolved and throughout my whole childhood and my lifetime. And so I kind of grew up just avoiding conflict and not really resolving anything. So that's something that I've really had to learn to do in a constructive way, of course, doing it in a very constructive way that is helpful to the relationship and not trying to, you know, not detrimental to it. Trying to do the opposite. We're not trying to do that at all. Gotta go in and curl these ones because it's kind of risen, but she's looking good so far. Yeah, speaking of parents and childhood trauma and stuff like that, that's another major, major thing. And this does not only apply to marriages, but relationships in general will bring out your childhood traumas more than ever. Like 10 times more. I don't even know how to describe it, but yeah, your relationship would definitely test you and definitely test your childhood traumas and how you've healed from them, if you have fully healed from them. If you haven't like fully addressed them, they will definitely come up in like the worst moments and embarrass the heck out of you. So I highly recommend addressing your childhood traumas as soon as possible. Because you don't want that to pop up in your relationship at all. I feel like we indistinctly look for our parents in our partners because, you know, that's what we've seen growing up. And it's kind of like an unconscious thing. We might not necessarily want that for our partner or our relationship, but that's kind of what we look for and it's kind of what we attract, which is insane. But that's honestly a whole other story in itself. To be honest, that's a whole other story in itself. But anyway, I'm gonna finish my hair and then come back. I'll be back. My hair is done. It's done. I'm just gonna go in with the Carol's Daughter Born to Repair Defining Cream, and I'm gonna go over areas that are still a little frizzy and kind of define them a little bit more. I just like finger curl these. Because the girlies be saying, you know, the way how your hair looks when it's wet is how it's going to look when it's dry. So it's not going to magically get defined when it's dry if it's frizzy when it's wet. You know? So I'm just going in and finger curling some of these. Not going to do a whole lot of finger curling, to be honest. I don't really feel like doing it. And I also just can't see the back of my head. And I feel like a lot of the frizziness or the, you know, stray ones comes from the back. Like I can feel them. But so far, it's looking really cute. Like really, really cute. And she want to be bangs so bad. You can clearly see that she want to be bangs, but I don't think I'm ever gonna cut curly bangs, to be honest. I'll do like the faux bangs. I could do those, but I don't think I'll ever actually cut to do actual bangs. I don't know if I like that cut on me. Hair is looking hella cute already. So, just gonna let it dry, let it do its thing, and then move on to my makeup. Okay. Nice. Like my hair, honestly, it just feels amazing. It's so soft. It's so bouncy. The curls are so defined. I'm already obsessed. And here is the final look. Y'all, I literally cannot believe that this is my hair. I am not used to my hair curling up like this, and for this to all happen with just one product is amazing to me. Not to mention the skin is skinning. Have y'all seen the skin? Like, get into her. Let me know if y'all want me to drop that skincare routine. If you like the results, make sure to like, comment, and share this with your favorite natural girly. As always, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!